Hey guys, GrunchLamp0 Gaming back here, and in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about over the latest updates that are still to come to Red Dead Redemption 2. Most importantly, we're talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, since we did just receive a major update in the last couple of weeks for this, kind of, it's a new kind of thing, I guess, for Red Dead Redemption, or like new gaming things. They really took it to the next level kind of thing on this one. But we're just going to talk about like, the new updates to Red Dead Redemption Online and story mode. There won't be any, so let's just like talk off the. I'm just gonna get like the news off my back, and then you guys can leave if you want, or I'll just keep talking about what's to come to this game and what updates could come. So there is one not that good update coming out for Red Dead Online. And I think it's just for Red Dead Online. It's mostly just to, and you probably won't even see it, probably won't even make you update the game. It's mostly just to fix bugs that happened with the new Red Dead Online update. Now, they did manage to fix some of the bugs from the beta. They did amazing from the beta. But they are probably going to release one more, not as big one, but something just to like kind of like make sure everything is perfect, after everything was done. So I think that's where they're going now, and making sure that the whole system kind of works right, and making sure that they can continue on with the process of the game and things work right. If you guys don't know, there are a few bugs in the game that you guys can do. They're actually quite silly to do, and personally, it's kind of funny to actually do it. One of these things, there's still horses flying all over the place. And those are just random bugs that you can't fix. But there is something in the Showdown one. If you have I think it's some kind of Wi-Fi or something, some kind of Wi-Fi issue, it's probably on your end. But there's a little part, if you have really bad, there's this bug in the game, and you'll be able to you'll be able to fly. At least that's happened to me. And I don't usually have bad Wi-Fi, so people have been cheating the game, the race edition. It's just been super weird how they've done that, or what's gonna happen to fix that. So probably just a small update to fix that. Now for story mission is already just done. Like I said in the other day, Red Dead Redemption 3, that's okay. But let's talk about story updates. So they finished Red Dead Online, and I think they want to go on to make some of the other games. And they're probably still working on that. I'm sure there's a assignment team assigned to that. And I'm sure there's another team assigned to make maybe another DLC for this game. We don't know. They're definitely going to be handling the little update, and that doesn't take many people to do that. But what does take a lot of people is to make a new DLC. So a lot of people have been talking about probably not Canada. Probably not Mexico. Canada is probably a yes on that, or even above, where the new Armadillo or Tumbleweed, maybe above those towns, where the map ends, or even up kind of Western Strawberry. If they were to expand out west, they could do some good things with that, I guess. But what it really is probably Canada, or Rainsfall or something, kind of on that mission. They did it in Red Dead Online, with the Sadie Adler and that kind of thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if they ended up doing the same thing as well. So I have pretty good hopes of that they'll end up making a little DLC. They haven't really been known to do big things as much on other games. I kind of looked at other YouTubers, what they're doing right now, because they're still expanding onto GTA 5, believe it or not. And I kind of look up updates. I don't actually play the game itself, but I do actually look on updates of what Rockstar is doing, and all that I can see is that they are still expanding on that game. So that means that they're probably going to expand on this game for quite a long time, especially to keep people active on their two games, whether you're a modern player or a Western player, until the new GTA 6 comes out or something, just a new, fresh game comes out. It does take a while. It took Red Dead Redemption 2 quite a long time. I can see there was a lot of planning in this game, so don't get me wrong, it would take exact amount of that time. Plus the graphics are so good too. It's kind of makes sense. And then as for that being said, that probably means that we'll probably have to wait 8 months at least until we can see a big DLC expansion. They'll probably end up like adding like an island or an area to Guarma. See, that would be pretty cool there. I think that's like the biggest thing for them is to add a fast travel to Guarma. They have so much, land that you can explore. And don't get me wrong, you can explore it when you're down there. It's just not as fun. It's more like just have no guns and walk around and have people chase after you. So you really can't get that big of a feel for where Guarma is in that little area. Now you can glitch back to Guarma, that's just, being said, but it'd be nice if people who are not like the glitch savvy, which is a lot of people, they don't want to have to do that, and it is pretty hard. You have to be like Epic Gamer to be able to do some of those glitches on there. And hey, they could have patched it. I think they might have patched that, so, now they really do need an area back to Guarma, so I think they'll definitely be trying to do that as like well. And then one major thing I'll just talk about, like what's left. So there's like the news side of it, and I was talking mostly what could happen. Now they actually haven't released anything. The only thing that they've done recently was release a few trailers for their GTA 5, a release of a DLC for that, and their new casino on there, which is kind of interesting. They do have that in Red Dead Redemption 2, that's like poker, so hey, you never know, it could have inspired them to do that. But see what I mean? They do little things, so that'd be like them adding like the first slot machine to the Valentine's Saloon or something like really simple and really little like that. Something that like most players might not even notice as they play the game. Something like that. Now if they were going to do a big DLC, we definitely have to wait a long time for that to happen. You guys can go check out the news yourself. Their YouTube channel isn't usually the best source for news. Usually it's their website on like what's coming. So we can only really predict for now. You just have to base it on what the company's done in the past, and you really have to base it on good areas to build. Many YouTubers have actually glitched out of the map, and I did that with Rage 2 as well, and looking at what areas they could use. So some people glitched into the Canadian parts in Red Dead Redemption 2, past the Ambarino northern boundary and into what we would think would be Canada. And if you go up there, it's pretty interesting. I've actually been up there once. Things are glitchy out there. Things are weird. There are places for you to fall down. There's a lot of weird, endless craters. It is not fun up there. It is definitely trying to keep people out, or like maybe they're building something back there or something, or they started something, they just don't want people to see it. That could be. There's so many death traps. There's animals floating everywhere, so it's definitely like no man's land out there. Yeah, just like you shouldn't bring a horse out there too. If you have a beloved horse, you should probably take another one because you don't want to go out there. It's pretty interesting out there for that area, so they might build something in Canada. That would be pretty interesting. I think for now we can just think about Guarma. Guarma is kind of like a forgotten about place. It's a huge jungle area. Now, as much as it looks like a huge jungle area from some of the cutscenes, there's only a limited amount of places you can go. And like I said, if you glitch back as John Marston, there's not people going around trying to kill you. But if you go back as Arthur, yes, there are people trying to kill you. Red zones, especially if you are Arthur in that chapter. I think it's like either 4 or 5. Just like people are crazy. They're just like gonna chase right after you, hunt you down. It's crazy. It'll be like 50 people. So hopefully they're going to try to make that something. So yeah, that's the news, guys. So they're going to definitely get another update here soon. It's not going to be for anything cool or anything. It's just going to be to fix bugs. But hey, with those bugs fixed, maybe they'll be able to make something else in the future. Definitely stay posted on their website. That's where I get most of my information from. They're doing pretty good right now as of keeping people there. There's more people playing GTA 5, which is kind of funny, their online version of it. But, Red Dead Redemption online, it's definitely got some, for people who don't know about it, it was okay. I'm actually starting to get a little bit more into it. They did make it a little funner. It's not just like chaos and everything now, or people glitching. They definitely did make, their racing and something else a lot better. More controls. It's not beta anymore. So I think they definitely came through on that update. So yeah, let's just stay, prepared, and I'll make another video about this soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm GrungeLamp0Gaming. Subscribe if you want